Someday, some way, we'll find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on.
Man, today I want to talk to you about artificial intelligence and algorithms eventually taking over the world. Let's talk about it. Man, I know I hit on a lot of real subjects going on in the world, and I give you guys my opinion. And I want you to realize, man, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and nobody's entitled to their own facts. Only time will tell whether, somebody's opinions will turn into facts, and we just don't know. The way I see it going, man, me not really liking too much technology around my life, with things like Siri, with the little Amazon little speaker thing where you can pretty much talk to it and it'll do what you tell it to do. I want you to realize, man, with the Facebook shutdown and things like that, artificial intelligence and algorithms have a lot to do with everything going on in the world. And those who don't pay attention to it will be surprised and shocked at how far and how fast this stuff will advance as far as, technology breakthroughs and things like that. When it comes to that, I want you to be mindful of everything that you do and, be mindful of the kind of conversations, the topics you discussed, the things that you put up, whether it be, bad things or things that you really don't want out there. It wasn't too long ago that, the iCloud, said that they would hand over, access to the FBI so they can pretty much search for, criminal activity through people's iCloud storage. And how many times have you pretty much been talking about something with a friend, family members, loved one, with your kids, and the next time you get on Facebook, the next time you get on YouTube, there's advertisements for things related to what you're talking about? That right there lets you know that artificial intelligence and algorithms are playing a role in actively listening to your conversations. And this stuff is being recorded in some database somewhere. We just don't know where. And that's why I'm telling you, man, they can pretty much use these algorithms and artificial intelligence to play on your weaknesses. If you're trying to save money, you're not trying to spend money and things like that. Why are you consistently getting these advertisements for things that you may want but don't necessarily need? And by them putting it right directly in front of your face, you're more likely to purchase that product, check the link, see that there's a good deal and things like that, and purchase it, when ultimately you want to get away from that, man. You want to be able to save the amount of money, invest the amount of money that you choose, and not always have these things in front of your face, making it very tempting for you to spend your money. When it comes to artificial intelligence, man, if you would have looked back 20 years ago and said, hey, now in the next 20 years, there's going to be vacuum cleaners that can pretty much run themselves and things like that, and you don't have to do anything, people would have been like, bro, you're crazy. You are absolutely crazy. But artificial intelligence and algorithms are the way that people are going to be tracked pretty soon. They can pretty much, with not much effort, know where you're going, know your every move. Satellites will be watching you and things like that, man. And it's almost getting scary. I haven't been much of a technological person when it comes to things like Apple Watches. I keep a phone, I got a computer, but other than that, man, I don't want too much technology around, because, it's just more of them actively listening. Even when your phone is off, man, they're actively listening. And pretty soon you're going to start seeing cases where people are doing criminal activities and they think that there is no technology, don't think their phone is around, but yet there's audio recording, there's video recordings of the things that they're doing going wrong. And that can be used against you. There's your witness right there. If there's nobody physically present to say, hey, this person actually did this and testify, pretty soon, man, that AI, the artificial intelligence, and these algorithms are gonna be that witness and making sure you get the time that, they want you to have, man. So be mindful of that, man. With technological advancements and things like that, there's a lot of good stuff that comes from it, but there's also a lot of stuff that you need to be mindful of. When you look at, your child watching one YouTube video or watching one TikTok video pertinent to something, watch how many videos are going to be recommended by them, and then just watch and see if some of the content that's recommended to them is actually things that are appropriate that you want your kid to be watching. And it does this by way of algorithms and things like that, because other children are watching it and there is an agenda being pushed, and you got to be mindful of it, man, because this artificial intelligence, these algorithms and things like that will soon take over the world, man. And if you're not mindful of it, you will have so much of this stuff around that it's almost like an additional person with you at all times, being mindful that there's always somebody actively listening. When you're having a conversation with your loved one, your children, AI is going to speak up and speak its mind like it's programmed to do, man. And it's just crazy to see this stuff happening in the world and people really not acknowledging it. People love technology to the point where, they're willing to do anything to have, things come a little bit faster, the internet faster, 5G, all this kind of stuff, man. And it comes at a cost. If you get back to the basics and try to simplify your life in a manner where, you can't be compromised, you don't have somebody actively listening. For me, in my opinion, that's the best thing around, man, because I've just seen it where you watch the news, you watch the media and things like that, and this AI, artificial intelligence, and these algorithms are getting out of control. Rather than using this artificial intelligence to, get criminals off the street, make neighborhoods safer, make schools safer, make the country a better place, some of this stuff is targeted to pretty much just track you, know your every whereabouts, so you can't never be free as you hope to be. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Check out all the links and descriptions. Use my discount code CLOSER for 5 to 10% off your entire cart, because I'm only shooting it gun barrel straight.